Yeah, I think this is going to be a very entertaining game because even I mean, Spooky Sparklers were already entertaining, and this this team comp from 6-7, I think is going to be super fun. I think that they're just going to have to play it right, especially on defense, because it is kind of defender sided. They're really going to have to focus on just taking that fight out there, finding where those weak points are in the attackers. If they default, if they hard slam, finding those weak points, finding those timings that we can walk down, we can take some fights, and I think it should be an entertaining game.
Yeah, on the side of Spooky
And
Sparklers, pretty normal stuff coming out. A bit.
we got a
The only,
Phoenix.
yeah, the Phoenix pick's a little interesting there. A double duelist comp, with probably the worst possible duelist on this map. That being Phoenix. I'm not sure how much value you're going to find from his kit. His flashes are pretty difficult with these tight angles that Split presents. But who knows? Maybe it's just a comfort thing for Swift. We saw them fry on the Sky, on
They were
Bind.
frying on Sky.
So who knows? Maybe they're just going to let their gun do the talking as we jump
No
into this
charges.
match here.
Yeah, I'm super excited for this game.
No charges.
I think this is an important game for both teams because they're both kind of in the middle of the pack. We have those better teams or the stronger teams that we've seen today playing off stream, but I think this is really important for both of these squads to kind of see like, okay, where are the power levels at, right? Like these are both like this is where they break into like, okay, now this is a team like we should be talking about. This is a team that deserves some respect in this tournament. So I think this is going to be a very entertaining game for a lot of reasons.
Yeah, definitely. And we talked about it, 6-7 is on defense with this 4 Duelist Glove to start, so I expect to see a lot of brawls coming out. It looks like they're going to look for some early A aggression on the defensive side. Meanwhile, Spooky Sparklers forgot the bomb in spawn, so don't mind them. They're just going to go collect that real fast. Meanwhile, Weekday finds the first pick onto Swift. And Hams finding a dink onto Sparkle in mid as well. A great start so far in this pistol. The right click through the smoke is going to clean that one up.
Nice Hams. Classic Hams play there. Just absolutely luck gamble player. And already Spooky Sparklers down to a 3v5 on the attack. I mean, these 5 duelists, like we talked about, they're going to go take their fights. They're going to go try to get some timings.
And Tetsu slipped the net. He found one, but traded by Bloodhound.
Yeah, I had a bit of a chance there, but Bloodhound does be able to come out and get that trade. 4v2 going to compress onto these last 2
One enemy remaining.
Doing a thing. Already the Abu Dhabi is dead. Using Inoki in that 1v4 player. You're trying to highlight. It's going to get one with the right click with the heal. 3 bullets left.
The recall, where is that going? The stick is coming in. Wilkes is just sticking it down, but will finally come off and shut Inoki down. Wow, this quad duelist comp comes out strong. They won all of their gunfights that round. And that's going to be a pistol on the board.
Pistol is important for them. You know, you're playing this many duelists. You need to have some confidence. So getting that first round is definitely going to be an important start for the squadron. 4 duelists on pistol is I feel like normally the duelists win that. So it's good to start off on the right foot, start building that confidence early, and start getting some of that money up. We've got a couple of marshals. No. Okay. We're buying normal guns up into this round. Looks like the Spooky Sparklers kind of want to just lean B, maybe just run it down with the lesser buy. See if they can get a bomb plant, see if they can get a little lucky pick. Froggy's here with the Vandal. Here's that dog coming out off rip. There's some players coming behind it. Sparkle, we talked about his deagle in the last series. It's already starting here. Picks Hams in mid while the rest of the team flashes out. Gets picked by Froggy. They're still fighting, but Will gets some shots.
Shot through the smoke. Okay. Traded out. Oh my gosh.
Though.
The trades are going the way of Spooky Sparklers. They've taken over this B bomb site. It's a 3v2 now with some guns to collect as well. Powerful guns at that.
Slow down.
That's going to catch 2 players. Bloodhound just going to send it forward. Finds the first on to Abu Dhabi. These players packed up backside. He finds a second. He's looking for a third. Recalls out into the open. Not going to be punished for it quite yet. Inoki goes for the gun upgrade, but isn't going to find the shot as Oates shuts her down. They cleaned it up.
Yeah,
what was scary,
a little dicey in the middle, but and one thing I do want to talk about Bloodhound is we have only really seen him play Omen. And he's on Waylay.
A switch up here from him. I have not seen the Bloodhound Waylay, but thus far seems to be finding some value just with their gunplay. Doesn't really need the rest of the utility.
Yeah, so honestly, a bit scary of a round, but still able to bring 2 guns coming into this bonus round. Really good effort there from the attack side. Did make it very close. able to get that bomb plant, able to get a couple guns off of them. And you see we're only coming into this round with one rifle from the 6-7 side on this defense, and they're going to completely gamble stack A. It looks like a perfectly balanced map because the Sparklers are completely B. They're going to hit a site that has nobody on it.
Yeah, and I think the token has dropped pretty quickly for 6-7. They're realizing that they gambled wrong. Spooky Sparklers did use quite a bit of utility to make that exec happen with nobody there, so I'm curious to see how much they'll have left in this post plant. It's going to be a 5v5 as the bomb goes down. Sparkle
and it honestly looks like they're not taking too much space past the site. They have a little crossfire on site, but they elected not to push it. They're having to push into CT. It's going to be hard to clear Sparkle out from this corner. He's going to swing with the judge. Get a little one tap. This guy's got a deagle. He gets him through the wall. Will from heaven with a ghost. Hold on.
Backed up. Here comes the Waylay ult as well.
One enemy remaining.
2 for Abu Dhabi, and Noki finds one. Wilkes finds one as well. It's a 1v1 into the backside player, but Wilkes back to 1 HP with just a ghost. The swing out from a Noki going to be good. Where was that flash going? Perhaps the Yodi land.
We're swinging backwards.
You haven't seen that tech before?
I have not seen that tech before, but I think it is interesting. I think good 1v1 there out of a Nokia player that you were highlighting earlier already has their ult built up on the Clove. Honestly, another close round though. For a 5v5, they're retaking with pistols and deagles, and then you kill 4, and Anoki was like Loki 1 HP. So very close round there. It looks like the Sparklers want to keep slamming sites. This time we're going to go to A. We saw them gamble it last round. Bloodhound is going to be pushing, breaking that cam early. Recall used off rip. Oat's going to get punished for fighting too long in heaven. The rest of the team is going to flood the site. Wilkes is going to catch Swift on the entries. Froggy responds again, 3v3 on site. They're not onto site yet, they're still trapped in main.
Honestly, I think this is good reposition from them, recognizing they weren't going to make it out of that HO point and quickly pivoting back. They do have Sparkle all the way up ramp here. Just going to look to recontact, but Hams will just judge this rat. No, he finds one, but the shot from Sparkle shuts him down. Says I'm the only one that's allowed to judge around these parts. It's a 1v3 now for Bloodhound, and Spooky Sparklers, they're just going to run their way over to the B bomb site knowing that space is free.
Yeah, they're going to be able to give this orb to Sky. Other 2 players have their ults. Never mind, maybe not. But it's going to be a hard round here for Bloodhound to win. I mean, 1 versus 3, they're going to be able to do a bunch of crossfires on site. Near impossible, but I thought it was good out of 6-7. They rotated everyone to A instantly. They're playing very fast and very loose with this duelist. Bloodhound, of course, not able to get anything coming into that 1v3. Elects not to save, tries to go for it. I mean, playing for a duelist, might as well be confident. But they're playing with those quick rotates. They did have a chance, but good job for the Sparklers. Slowed it down a little bit. Like you said, realized that they couldn't make it out of the site. Kind of took a second to regroup. I mean, this kill is a very good kill in heaven by Sparkle. Hams is mad about that. Starting 1 and 4, he said, "Judge didn't work. All right, let me Bucky."
Yeah, shotgun for shotgun here. We do see 2 shotguns coming out on the side of 6-7, along with that Marshall. This low buy here, just trying to look to find some cheeky value as this double fight into B main. Oh, and they find 2 for 2. Honestly, not too bad of a trade there. The speed up from the mid players as Bloodhound TP's back now, but Hams is here pretty quick. I don't know if he's going to find value with the Bucky quite yet as the slow comes through. These 2 players out pillar. They're slow thus far, but the cages are good to help deny that line of sight.
2 Buckies on site.
Scary now, but the gap in the cage is going to allow Tetsu to get 1. It's the Cypher ult's going to come in and expose Hams. This 1v3 with the Bucky finds the first. This is coming out now. The
no, he's gone away from him.
What can he do?
There's just too many things to look at. He almost picked up that gun, but good res out of Anoki was able to keep the gun off the floor, put it back into their inventory. And like you were saying, Anoki is kind of heating up this game with an 8-3 start over there for the Sparklers. Very brawly so far. Another brawl over here into B main.
Yeah, and I mean, that's 3 rounds in a row now for the side of Spooky Sparklers. They're kind of putting together some momentum. They have some big ultimates coming out now. And I know that 6-7, they're playing for a duelist, so they don't need that many rounds on defense, but 2's not going to cut it, so they need to start to put a stop to this roll before the train gets on the runaway track.
I've got your trail.
It's over! You're dead!
And they're really loving these fast hits. You would think that they're the player with the 4 duelists. They're saying, we're not going to let them even try to find a hole in our attack side. We're going to go as 5. We're going to do A slams, B slams. We're going to stay together. We're going to stay confident. Who cares that they're playing 5 duelists? That just means they don't have a sentinel. Let's go just hit a site and take it from them.
Yeah, and I mean, you look at Sparkle creeping up here. Oats is going to be aware of it, but the shot's not going to be good. Sparkle's going to find that. Tetsu finds one on the Bloodhound as well. However, Weekday responds with Hams in tandem. But this your ult not finding any value. Are we going to come out of the ult and shoot back? Here it comes. Not going to find anything, and suddenly it's going to be Hams in a 1v3. Finds the first. Do have the Raze Rocket to secure if things get hairy. The reload coming in. Is taking away, but Hams finds the shot onto Abu Dhabi. Suddenly it's a 1v1. The Raze ult going to be popped here. Defuse creeping up slowly but surely, and Hams isn't able to find it as Sparkle closes it out with a showstopper. 4 in a row.
Honestly, well played from Mr. Sparkle himself. He popped that ult, but he didn't just shoot it into the smoke. He played for a little bit of time, decided to walk out. If I see him, I'm gonna shoot at him. So honestly, good 1v1 out of him. There was a chance Hams try to get that 1v3 off. He did have 3 kills already in that round, but Sparkle just had a good play, invest that ult, and we're going to choose to win the 1v1. And like I said earlier, I mean, look at this, bro. We just go AB, AB, AB. Let's just slam together and kill everyone.
Oh, Caster dying a little bit, maybe choking on some water, I'm not too sure, but it's, you know, the correct gamble out finally from 6-7. They've been doing all of these gamble stacks, and finally they picked the right site, but it looks like they might have sold it a little too soon. You wonder if Sparkle...
I mean, Swift
they're not
is still
scared,
pushing,
they're running.
Yo, we're dead.
Flash dodge, Bloodhound found one on the flank, and you see Weekday is coming in with the backstab. How quickly will be a player in this round? They're stalled out towards A main. Gonna continue to try and make noise for him. He's gonna find the backstab onto Tetsu. It's gonna allow the trip to go down, but the trade out from Sparkle. Another one for Weekday. The Cloverez comes in. It's a 1v3, and Weekday with 3 on the round. 6-7 picks the right site and finally breaks that string of rounds out for Spooky Sparklers.
Yeah, exactly what you're saying. They finally hit the gamble right. They finally were stacked on that site. I'm honestly surprised that the Sparklers tried to keep pushing over there into A after seeing so many players, after getting so much resistance. Maybe a bit of a misplay out of them to try to go fight that. But honestly, I mean, they won 4 rounds in a row. Their money's still looking good. They're able to get a buy off into this round. A lot of ults have been used in the past couple rounds, so there's not going to be a lot of stuff to play with. They've lost on A. Let's go A again.
Yeah, you know, I like this call out from Spooky Sparklers, understanding that they can't gamble it right twice in a row. And look at this Phoenix volley. Oats is just taking it, but she still finds one. Traded out quickly. Wilkes and Swift go 1 for 1 as well. 2 for Swift on the round as the bomb's gonna go down now.
Spike planted.
They're trapped on
and
the site.
We see that it's the honey plant right there next to the screen as our opponent this retake. Trying to fight out of the site control, but they able to get one, dismisses and kills the Abu Dhabi. They're able to win this 3v3 for 6-7 and win their second round.
Yeah, I mean, Oats tried to get one in that corner, successfully was able to find the one. I think that was the most important kill of the round, to be quite honest with you, because it allowed time for the rotators to come flood in and trade back and forth while they tried to trade her out. The trades, they were going back and forth, but eventually the 6-7 just kind of pulled it away there. Closed out that round. That's 2 in a row now, so even though they didn't gamble right that time, they were still able to find the round. Just taking gunfights.
We talked a little bit about it earlier, but them being able to kill some players as they get into sight is so important, because we talked about how when you're retaking A, you want to retake that ramp control, and that's exactly what they did. And because the Sparklers it was a 3v3, they only had 3 players and all 3 went to site, they weren't able to keep any of that map space because of that kill that Oat got earlier, that kill that happened in the beginning where they are going 1 for 1 on site, so it's very beneficial. Hams finds the first pick in mid. Swift responds with a 1 dig of his own. Oats is kind of trapped out in the open here, gets double bodied, but somehow lives. Wilkes is coming up with a supportive flash, swinging. The smokes is coming through, and Hams has dropped a sight. It's leaving just this Clove trapped behind a smoke, can't do anything. Anoki looking at all of her fallen brethren, pushed onto site, realizing
this kill could be big though if Tetsu finds it on the Bloodhound. Yeah, that's going to open up the entirety of the map. They don't quite know it quite yet, but if they just continue up towards mid, they have the A bomb site for free, but they're going to walk up kind of slowly, so the rotates are going to start coming in.
Yeah.
Stab out potentially from Hams. Look at the space he's cleared.
Yeah, he's cleared a lot of space. They know they have to be mid or A. Honestly, if they walk through B having to be right here, they're going to have a good timing, and it looks like that's exactly what they want to do. What a great call. The other players assume they would just sprint to A, but this stall for time seems to have worked perfectly in their favor. But my question is how long do they stall for? They're almost out to sight. They get the smoke out, and look, this timing is perfect. They're going to get a free bomb plant, keep some heaven space. We're caging backside. This is one there. I like it. And honestly, somehow really good. Threaded the needle to end up back onto B.
Noki's looking for a push together with Tetsu here, only on a Spectre, so probably trying to find one and a potential gun upgrade early into this 3v3, or excuse me, 3v2.
Oh my god.
Timing. It's all about
And there's
timing.
a trip. There's a trip in heaven too to stall a little bit more time. Kills another
Continue to
second
walk
or
forward.
two. It just
Tetsu
depends
spotted.
upon when they become aware of this.
But the check, the shot out, good onto Oates. Wilkes has been spotted on Rafters, but they don't know about Hams and B made.
Last player
Shots back and
standing.
forth. Ham's gonna find him, but the trade from
Enemy
Inoki. Spike defusively killed, not taken to half yet. The bomb is taken down. There's not gonna be enough time, but Hams finds it through. Is there gonna be time on the defuse? It's gonna be
I
close.
think there is.
And there's just enough time.
Oh my god.
0.16 left on the clock. The spray through the smoke from Hams found the kill onto Inoki and is gonna secure that 5th round, but boy did that get close.
No, that got so close. The only reason that Hams was able to win that is because he meddled into the smoke. So Inoki became 1 HP from the metal, and then he just spammed and hit a lucky bullet or two in that smoke and won with 0.16. What a crazy round. Kind of a little bit lucky there for Hams. But wow, I mean, heads up play out of him. He knew he kind of had to. That's like the only way he wins that round is if he did what he just did.
A little unfortunate timing out for Tetsu. He had the backstab, but unfortunately the eject just decided to look up at him, so he had to take the shot. He was ready to get the second. He wasn't able to find the Heaven player. As we see another B-Brawl coming out. Look at Swift just running through. Ham's gonna shut down the Phoenix Ult. And Hams in tandem go 2-2 with Tetsu trades.
Last
Finally,
player
Weekday
standing.
adds in to the round. Swift is gonna get taken down through the smoke.
And you know, when you do this rushy play style, when you're just slamming every single round, it's like live by the sword, die by the sword. We're gonna win within the first 15 seconds, or we're gonna lose a round within the first 15 seconds. And I like the confidence that they have to keep hard pushing, but I wonder if it really is the right play now that they're kind of conditioned to it, so they kind of know to expect the fact that this hard rush is gonna come through. Maybe now is the time of the game to slow it down a little bit.
And Bloodhound has purchased an Odin, so could become a thorn in their side. We have an Op and an Odin on the quad duelist defense setup here. A little evil if you ask me, but these A players decided to take it a little slow. Well, the push-up is coming. Look how fast the push-up's coming. He's just sprinting in, but he's going to TP back into safety. Not going to get taken down.
Yeah, I mean, just the confidence that they're playing with. Froggy completely spams one through the smoke.
Did he turn
Swift
his cheats
trying to
back
get
on?
that. I think he turned the cheats back on. He does have a bandit count. Swift was trying to get that orb. Tetsu able to cross into ropes. They're gonna push Hams out of heaven, but he kind of wants to stay over here, but does not get one. He's gonna pop his res, but there's no teammates close to him.
Inoki got spotted. He's gonna find the kill.
And this Waylay ult is coming through. They're all Waylay ulted.
Bloodhound dies to a satchel, but Hams there with the trade on the Abu Dhabi.
Standing.
Finds a second on the
Spike
Sparkle.
down mid.
And now the Cypher ult's not gonna find the value that Tetsu was hoping for. Spams one.
Oh my god.
Jet dash in. And Oates closes it out. That's 7 now on defense for this quadruple duelist comp. I can't
Last
believe
Bloodhound
round.
ulted everyone in mid and tied to a satchel.
how. I'm not too sure how he died to a satchel. I don't know at what point he
actually
lost
don't.
all of his
Look.
health, but there it is.
But that was a really, really good ult from him. Really ulted all 3 players sitting there in mid, allowed Hams to go push up and kill 2, get his trades.
And I just read the chat. Bloodhound said Satchel does damage, ? So a little bit of ball knowledge lacking there,
Good
potentially leading to
Don't
his death.
screw it up.
It might be our first day of playing Valorant.
Yeah, he
and,
clearly did not play when Satchels did 70 damage.
Yeah, look at this push mid,
Oh my
bro. Like
goodness,
this
this
is
is
what
just
you have to do
confidence.
as a duelist, bro. Look how they're having so much fun with it. You can tell they're pushing almost every round. They're brawling as a team. You already know that call is probably electric.
This op on the line, but oh, Sparkle finds the shot onto Oates. It's gonna crack open the A bomb site, and so despite this mid walk down, they're not gonna find any value from it here, as they're gonna be forced into a retake with a trip up on the flank.
Yeah, I mean, last round of the half here, we got this Raze ult and this Clove ult coming in from the Sparkers. All we have on the side of 6-7 is this your ult. It's going to be a really, really hard retake with these ult plays and the man disadvantage.
Excuse me?
As I say that, it's now a man even advantage. We have Waylay dashing in,
Wait, but look
able
at
to get the
Sparkle.
kill onto Swift.
You had your fun.
What happened to the second one?
How many is this Raze ult gonna find? Oh, it's gonna find it onto
Last
Froggy,
player
but really it's a
standing.
2v2 and Ham shuts it down. Now it's just Inoki who's in the Clove ult. They have to find the kill quickly or the timer will run down. They just won't be
They're
able to do
hiding.
anything in the smoke, and suddenly the round goes the way of 6-7. It's like a
Whoa,
board
whoa, whoa,
start.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey,
Super Sub Hams decided that he wants to be super toxic for some reason, spraying a couple bodies here.
yeah, and I mean, I don't even know, like, okay. Come
Why are
on,
we not
Jensen. Jensen, come on. You did not think that was going to work, right?
And look at Weekday and Hams, 16 and 9, 15 and 10. They're just taking as many angels as they possibly can, and they're coming out on top more often than not.
Yeah, really good half out of them. We talked about how defense might be a little bit harder for them. We talked about how they're just going to have to eighth run it down a certain side of the map, and that's exactly what they did. They gamble stacked. They pushed mid. They fought B main till death. And honestly, impressive half out of them. A lot of their stuff. Sure, they had wrong gambles in the first half, or in the first half of the first half, but they're able to get 6 rounds in a row, build that momentum up coming into the side where now you think logically that they should be favored. They have 4 duelists and Clove. They can just run it down, kind of.
Yeah, and I'm a little concerned about Swift, who had such a strong first showing. Is 4 and 12 on this Phoenix, coming into defense now. They're going to struggle to find value most likely here, as it looks like a fast B split. There's going to be a lot of pressure put on Swift to have to anchor this down. These B-heaven players are going to go and find some kills, and Swift finds 1, isn't going to get traded out. Tetsu found 2 of his own.
Last player standing.
Yeah.
Finally finds one, but he's left alone. This 1v4 cleaned up in B-heaven. This B split just did not go the way of 6-7 at all.
No, it did not, and it looked good in the beginning, but they just were not able to break through the heaven. I mean, Tetsu was put that trip in mid and then didn't really do anything with it. He just put the trip and then ran away, so they were able to get up there for free. But then they're like, okay, heaven is where we want to fight. That's what we want to do. All the kills kind of fell in their favor, and it's just hard when you can't get a pick there.
Yeah, I mean, Tetsu tucked behind his flower pot, you see there,
Yeah.
wasn't checked by Bloodhound, who dashed forward, and it just allowed him to continue to find impact as his teammates helped out from the stairs.
Yeah, good pistol round coming in over here from the defense. Good to kind of stop that momentum now. Don't let him get a 7th round in a row.
Just a fast B group out from 6-7. They're looking to do a little bit of what Spooky Sparklers were doing. So here they come, the cage and smoke down, but Bloodhound is in. He's going to get shut down by Swift. All these players flooding out. Look how many players from Spooky Sparklers were able to stack towards the B bomb site. And Swift, you know, I called him out. He's found 3 after finding 2 on the pistol, and suddenly Spooky Sparklers looking pretty good on that anti-eco.
Yeah, good anti-eco, just destroyed everyone that came into B. They only lost 2 guns, which is not terrible, no bomb plants, so they're able to deny some money over there. For the attacking side, Swift, big kills. I think having your Phoenix start to heat up is really, really important, especially at the start of each half.
Yeah, 5 out of 6 on the ult.
5 out of 6 on the orb, so it's a very, very important ult, I feel like, for the Spooky Sparklers. So having him get a lot of those bonus kills were very good. Now it looks like 6-7. Hey, 5 duelists. Run it down A.
Good flash to try and get Sparkle off the line. Press is going to get shut down by Weekday. Look at the speed up. Wilkes finds one as well into Dobby, and Swift alone, he's going to get slowed up. Look at this wrap out from Bloodhound. He's getting pincered. He's going to get taken down.
So many angles. Hard sight to hold right there against all that util.
Tetsu finds one. Bloodhound perhaps overheating a little bit. Finds an opportunity. Shot from
Last
Noki.
player standing.
Just some damage. Not going to find the kill. Just going to be healed up off the Reyna heal. Tetsu can't find anything for his troubles. It's a 9th round on the board. A good anti-bonus round out from 6-7, finding their first attack round in this half.
Yeah, I mean, just it's this confidence that we're talking about, right? Like the confidence you have. You just got destroyed in the last 2 rounds, but still you're just like, okay, let's just go slam A then. B and mid B split didn't work. Let's just do an A slam then. Let's see what that site looks like. They're able to have all those kills go in their favor. Swift was kind of just left alone on site, trying to flash out, trying to get a pick, but there's nothing really he could do there after those first 2 players died.
I will point out that Spooky Sparklers has some ultimates online pretty early into this half now. Swift with his Phoenix ult and the Cypher ult as well.
Yeah, it's a very important round over here.
I wonder how hard they're fighting on this fake. I mean, the raise is still on the line, but you wonder how long he's going to be able to hold his nerve. Contact going to come in. The swing timing is good from Sparkle, who finds the bomb. That's going to alert the players that, hey, that was a fake. We need to rotate back. This guy's going to come help. And it's going to cause 6-7 to have to reset the round.
Yeah, you have no choice here but just complete reset. Once that fake is found out and your guy dies, you really have no choice. Honestly, the round kind of crumbles around that. Tetsu's gonna get one, go 1 for 1 in mid. So man advantage still being in the favor of the Spooky Sparklers. 6-7 is gonna get a lot of space mid though. And I mean, this Yoru's still sitting outside A, but look at this angle. Wait.
Whoa. Bullet's going a little straight. That's gonna cause Wilkes to activate though on his A-lurk. I don't know that he's been noted quite yet. This split coming in, but look at the reposition.
He needs to go before his teammates die though.
This crossfire is pretty brutal. The dog is going to give it away, but the Heaven player is going to find 3 on the round for Sparkle, and Wilkes does not seem to have very much impact here. Let's have his ult.
30
So he finds
seconds
a couple
left.
kills. Perhaps he will invest.
Anyone else?
Yeah,
Shut down
not
by
able
Inoki.
to fight up ramp. And he had good timing onto A, but you have to go before your entire team is dead. I mean, he did have good timing to walk up ramp, but there's no way that he could know that on to Abu Dhabi. So tough round out of there. Honestly, it was really just off of that fake failing, and I actually love them doing that fake, especially when they like to play so fast. I'm low-key surprised Sparkle even stayed that long. That was a really heads-up play out of him, and then get the kill onto the spike carrier. Like that kill, I think was just like that was the round. Is that fake not working?
Yeah, and Bucky coming out from Bloodhound. They're gonna rebuy into this attack here for 6-7. Gonna start towards mid, hoping to maybe find some early duels here. Tetsu's gonna have a lot to do here. Tripwire gonna go down, the TP up, the flash is good. He's gonna find the pick onto Tetsu, and Noki's gonna be forced to back away. But meanwhile, Swift got the hams, who had the bomb at B
He's got the
main.
bomb on him. Bomb and
Control
ult.
he's taken. Oates
He kind
finds
of has
Noki
to
in the
run
meantime.
though. They're gonna try to hunt him down. Not able to get the kill up against Bloodhound. It gets Bucky down.
Hopping around with that Bucky does not give a single care in the world.
Bro's Judy Hop for Halloween. Shout out Zootopia. 2v4 here for the Spooky Sparklers. Very hard to break out of the ramp. Oats is already pushed up here. Froggy's gonna get a pick. Oats' flank does not work. Sparkle in a 1v4 has maybe 20 HP. Just gonna be a rough round. Not gonna look to the left and just get killed.
Be right back.
I mean, 6-7 hits 10 rounds. They're one off Waylay ult. They have your ult. Those are gonna be good ult combinations if we can use it. Spooky Sparklers over here at 7 rounds. They have a bit of a deficit to try to make back here. We do have this Phoenix ult. I would love to see something a little bit more aggressive out of them. I think that that 6-7 has definitely been just dictating the pace of this game, and Spooky Sparklers are kind of just reacting to it. So I really hope that they kind of get that confidence to go make some plays, go make have some fights work out in their favor instead of kind of just sitting back and taking all these hits.
Yeah, very fast A exec coming out here. I'm just gonna force Raze to just get out of dodge because they are on a weaker buy here. They're just gonna group up and play this 5v5 retake. I don't know how many ults they'll really invest here just because it is a weaker buy for them.
Come on, let's go.
And you'll see the Phoenix ult will come in. It is one hero rifle out for Swift.
Everyone's
Line is
in
good.
elbow.
Look at this molly damage coming in though, however. Gonna force these players back into sight and get around their team to flood out. In the meantime, Hams good for sure. Tetsu go 1-2-1. Wilkes and Hams find one as well. They're going to clean up the round
Just
on the back end.
Absolute bloodbath. They did invest the Waylay ult. They did use the your ult over here from 6-7. So good ults to use when you need to win a round. But yeah, they were all just kind of cramped on site there, but they were able to just shoot their way out of it. Good round out of 6-7. They're looking very strong. This has been like a very confident game out of them. They're just taking fights. They're running it down. They just do not care. They're honestly disrespecting the Sparklers. And it's been working.
Yeah, you know, I'd love to see them get some kind of value out of this Raze ultimate. They're putting the Raze on this backside, but if all 5 of their players are coming through A main, which in this case is 4, I don't know how you can expect your player Anchor as a Raze to get any kind of value here.
Yeah, 100%. They definitely need to fight up a little bit, try to get them at that A main choke, something like that. Try to make sure that they can't just get all of this space.
Froggy through the smoke again. I mean, I'm sure he must be cheating at this point. Hams finds 2 of his own. It was a fast vents play all along, and look at the lurk up from Bloodhound. He's found all the space. Granted, Swift will be a little ahead of it, but I don't know how ahead he'll really be. He's going to try and flood through. The flash is going to be good, but he's going to get shut down by Hams. Just Sparkle alone in 1v5.
And they're just really getting bullied. I mean, this guy doesn't know where he wants to look at. Dashed over the top with the slow, and it's like we were saying, they need to go have some more confidence. They need to go like try to work some of that util out. They're letting them have all the A main space for nothing. They're letting them have mid for nothing, and I think it's really hard to play against a comp like this. That when you're letting them work up the map, work a lot of space on the map, and you're not fighting for that early space.
Oh no, and I think we're gonna see Sparkle just let the Raze Rocket fly A main. We talked about wanting to be more assertive, but it seems like it might be the wrong read this time around. As all 4
he
players
might get
on
one.
the
He
side of
might get one.
6-7.
We got weekday over here.
Oh man. Swift is gonna have a rude awakening here in a moment with just the Sheriff on match point. Never mind! Collided! Flowbrez coming out, so he's only good for 1 thus far, but that Phoenix volley is great, and he gets out as well.
But Cypher's pushing the hell. Oh my god, nobody cares that.
2-3 from Tetsu! Oh my goodness, a heroic play from those two, Swift and Tetsu. It's gonna leave Weekday alone in this 1v5, and at the brink, they pull it back just a little bit.
Yeah, but I mean, it's tough here. What, you have to win 5 rounds in a row. We talked about fighting for some more space, so Swift was good to do that. Fought for a little bit of space. B-Main was rewarded for it, but how many times can you make that play? Like, can you count on getting a collab from B-Main on a dry jiggle with a deagle? Like, it's not going to be sustainable. So it's
Best inside rolled into that 1v4, really making sure that they get this 8th round on the board. They are not going to allow any heroics out from what they could be concerned about in Weekday.
No, I actually love that. Good Cypher roll. Great shot there out of Swift. Tetsu able to come help. Does drop down when there's a Clove Res, which I think is an interesting decision, but he was rewarded with 3. And overall clean round. This guy came to the round with a Deagle and a Spectre, and they killed everyone. So good round there out of the Sparklers, but I think it's going to be hard to recreate something like that. And I think that low-key, their base game plan hasn't really changed, and they're still giving up a little bit too much match space.
Yeah, I mean, trying to find value is going to get taken out, but Tetsu finds one onto Lips there. A great early pick, is able to back away as well. Anoki posted up here in Vent with the Clove Res as well, is going to reposition to the left side, look for a gunfight, but Weekday is going to shut that down. The Clove Res, might be body blocked here. But Weekday ran out of bullets.
Yeah,
coming up the rope.
Only a classic, but luckily Oats is there to help. Anoki tries to just send it up the rope. Oh
Raise Rocket
might be big.
Finds one onto Oats and damage as well. Froggy's gonna go down. It's just gonna be Bloodhound on the site. He's gonna look to plant, hitting the gritty a little. Hams is nowhere to be found. He is in Yodi land.
He is. I mean, bro, you think he's in Yodi land? Look where Phoenix is, bro. Swift is like on B still.
He's gonna walk out. He's gonna go down to Bloodhound. That's the first one. The Raze is walking out. The gunfight into Hams, who finds the shot into Sparkle, and suddenly Swift all alone in this 1v2.
Does have Phoenix ult, but this is gonna be a hard round for him to win. They don't know where he is, which is a plus. But with this Phoenix ult, the time is gonna get pretty low. It is not planted for A main if he's able to isolate this player on site, get half, etc. He may be able to make something happen, but this is a hard spot for Hans to be playing. I mean, he's on the other side. He's gonna try to spam through, and there it is. Hans with another spam, taking down Swift. 6-7 with a very impressive showing. Very impressive showing out of them. 13-8 against the Spooky Sparklers.
Yeah, I mean, we thought that for a second there, it might be getting away from them as Spooky Sparklers started to claw their way back early in that defensive half. But what we saw really was the quad duelist doing what quad duelists do. Super sub Hams coming in at the top of the scoreboard there, 22 and 16. You know, we said it was going to be an explosive game regardless.
It was.
And you could tell from some of those rounds, we as casters couldn't even tell what was happening a lot of the time.
Some of those hits on the B, there was like everyone was just spraying. There's util coming everywhere. But that's like that kind of chaos that those duelists thrive in, right? Like you're dashing over, you're flashing, the enemies don't know what's happening. Everyone's shooting. We have 3 people getting onto site with TPs and dashes. So it was, and I think that they played that quadruple duelist well. We talked about it, even me and you said in the pre-round, you're going to have to fight on defense. You're going to have to go take space. You're going to have to brawl. And that's exactly what they did. And a lot of the times they were winning it because they had that confidence with them. And even when I thought that, okay, they might be kind of running out of steam, the next round they would still just 5 slam and still win it. So very, very impressive showing out of that squad. Obviously Hams coming in, being a super sub on the Clove. Honestly, I was very impressed with what they saw because the Spooky Sparklers are not a bad team. We were watching them up bind. We thought that they had a lot of good things, but it looks like they just couldn't really adapt to that quadruple duelist.
Yeah, you know, on attack, they were doing a great job of just accelerating when they were seeing heavy presence from 6-7 towards one side of the map. But then on defense, it seemed like they got a little hesitant, a little bit scared, and that just played great into what 6-7 wanted with that quad duelist. So they were able to come out on top, and that's going to kind of set up the middle of our table a little bit coming in as we finish the back end of day 1. A ton of exciting Valorant thus far. We've got one more match for you guys still to come. We'll do some post-match interviews when we come back from this break, but don't go anywhere. There's still more Valorant to be played.